Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am really excited to share this update with you guys. If you missed it, I will link it above, but for the last few weeks, I have been doing a challenge, another challenge. This time it is a 1,000 item declutter challenge. So I'm basically trying to I'm trying to remove 1,000 items from my home. And in my introduction, I kind of took you guys around and did like a house tour so you could see why I felt the need to do such a large declutter. I got the idea from a TED Talk that I had seen, and I will link that video down below. I thought this was a good way to remove a bunch of stuff from my house. So if you guys weren't aware, I recently downsized big time. So we moved from a basically almost 3,000 square foot home into about a 1,200 square foot apartment. And I have 3 children, and we have a lot of stuff. We just accumulated a lot of stuff over the last, 15 years or so as a family. And even though I decluttered a lot prior to the move, and even like during the unpacking process, I was getting rid of things that I felt like we hadn't used in a long time, I still felt like this house was just too crammed full of stuff. And because of that, I was constantly cleaning because there were things that just didn't have a home and things kind of being left out, and it just wasn't very organized. So I decided to do this 1,000 item declutter so I could start to feel a little bit more settled into this place, and also just, again, get rid of things that I don't have a use for. I don't enjoy having excess stuff around. I don't think I'm a minimalist by any means. I definitely have a lot of stuff still, and I'm only halfway to my goal for this project, but I do want to live more simply and live more, I want all the items in my home to have a purpose, to either, even if it's just decor that I enjoy looking at, or, my makeup collection that I use for my videos and things like that. Everything that I own, I want to have an attachment to and a purpose for. And if I just don't anymore, that's okay, but I want to let those items go, and then they can hopefully find new homes where they will be utilized. So I decided to do this 1,000 item declutter. I thought it would be a fun way to kind of gauge my progress and motivate me a little bit. I'm very competitive. I like to do things that are like a challenge and push myself outside of my box. So I thought this would be a great way to do it. Plus it's kind of a fun challenge to share with you guys. And a lot of you have jumped on and told me that you're doing a similar project or something, along the same lines of a massive declutter. And I think that is awesome. I think, especially for some reason here in America, consumerism is such a big thing that I think a lot of us just have way more stuff in our home than we really need. And I think it's important every once in a while, whether you're just spring cleaning or, reorganizing just like a closet in your home, I think it's important to every once in a while look at what you have in your home and think, do I really need this? Am I using this? Does it still have a purpose to me? Is it still bringing me joy in some manner? If not, let those items go, and it feels really good to do that. So anyway, that was a lot of rambling, but basically the reason I'm sitting down and filming this video today is because I made it to 500 products. I'm so excited. I got 500 things out of my house. I do have the footage of the 500 items. Well, actually, not quite all 500, because I did give you guys an update at 100 items, so that is in a separate video, which I will link above. And then I did do a closet clear out too shortly after the 100 item update, where I left you guys off somewhere right around 200 items decluttered. So it kind of picked up where I left off, where I last talked to you guys as far as footage. I didn't want to double up on the vlog footage, so that will be at the end of the video. But before we get into that, a couple other things I wanted to tell you guys about that I've, learned during this process. And one of them, which I really learned this when I did my KonMari declutter series. I did do a whole KonMari declutter, which I thought was good, but it wasn't my style of decluttering. I prefer going room by room rather than categories. And there was something that I really learned doing the KonMari declutter that I have carried over to this declutter, and that is when you're decluttering items, get those items out of your house as fast as you can. For a few reasons. It still feels like clutter and it's still going to weigh on you as long as you have like bags and boxes sitting in the hallways or in the corner of your bedroom. So the faster you can donate those items or, you know, do what you're going to do with those items, the better. So what I do is I sell everything on Poshmark, which I've been doing that for a long time. You guys have heard me talk about Poshmark a lot recently because since I started this declutter, I've become a lot more active on my Poshmark because I am selling any clothing items that I'm purging, whether they're my clothing or my children's clothing, on Poshmark, so I can, you know, earn back some of that money. So I was super excited when Poshmark reached out to me and asked me if I would like to team up with them on a video because yes, I love Poshmark. I just became a Poshmark ambassador, so I obviously use their site quite a lot and I am listing a ton during this declutter process. So thank you so much to Poshmark for working with me on this video. Definitely check out Poshmark if you're not already on Poshmark and you are decluttering items from your home, especially clothing items or shoes or anything that's fashion related. I would highly recommend doing it on Poshmark. I make way more money selling my clothing on Poshmark than I ever did doing like yard sales. I've done local consignment sales before. I've taken stuff to consignment shops before, and like I said, I've done ThredUp, and no other avenue for selling my clothing have I made as much money as I do through Poshmark. And plus it's super easy, you guys. Like, they make it so easy. Like I said, I just did like a dedicated Poshmark video, which I'm gonna link above, where I went in depth on how to use the app. But I did want to just show you a couple of quick things real quick about how it works in case you're not familiar. Poshmark does have a website and they also have an app. I highly recommend using the app because it's super easy to do. I will have a link down below so you can sign up for the app. It is a free app, and I will also have my closet information down below in case you want to check out my closet. I'm just gonna take you guys inside my closet real quick and show you. My handle is at Lisa_V23, which is the same that I use for most everything. That's how you'll find me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram as well. But let me show you my closet real quick. All right, I hope that is focused enough for you guys to see, but this is my closet. So I have, as you can see, I have quite a few items currently posted in here. Some of my kids' clothing that I've recently decluttered that's still in good condition. I only take items that are in extremely good condition to resell. If it is not in good condition, I mean, not good condition. If it's not in perfect condition, I will just donate it if it looks a little bit worn. But most of these items are basically brand new. Some are still new with tags that I just never got around to wearing. So a lot of this is basically new items. So that is what I like to post in my Poshmark closet, and that'll just kind of give you an idea. As you can see, I have a lot. I've been working hard on this. It's been keeping me super busy between this and making videos and content for you guys. I've been spending a lot of time on my Poshmark closet. So go check me out on Poshmark, and if you want to set up your own account, like I said, you guys, it is so easy. I've used eBay and other resellers in the past, and nobody makes it as easy as Poshmark, because they pre-print the labels for you, so you don't have to, when you go to the post office, you literally just drop off your packages. You do not have to pay for shipping, which is a huge expense up front if you've ever sold your items like on eBay and things like that. It can really add up when you're paying for those shipping costs in advance, and then you don't get reimbursed until the item is received, and it just eats into your profits. But with Poshmark, you don't have to worry about that, so I love that. So like I said, I've recently done another video where I talked in depth, so you can check that video out. But what I was saying is that the reason I try to get rid of stuff as quickly as possible is because it really takes that load off your mind. So if it's still in your house and it's still taking up room, it makes you still feel like it's, you know, it's still clutter in your house. So get it out as fast as you can. So what I do is I've been going to the Goodwill about once a week to drop off items, but I'll take, like, once I get a bag full of stuff for Goodwill, I'll take it and stick it in the back of my car, and it will stay there until my next trip to the Goodwill so that it feels like it's gone already. And then as far as my Poshmark listings, I used to store those in my closet, which you guys would have seen in the original intro video. And it just felt like it was so much stuff, and it was clutter. It was weighing on my mind. So I came up with a new system, which I just had to buy a couple clear tubs for it, and I actually found this system through Empty Hanger. She is a YouTuber here, but she is a Poshmark reseller, and she was talking about her system, and I thought, you know what, I'm starting to list so much stuff as I'm doing this declutter that it was starting to feel overwhelming, and I just had it bursting at the seams. So the system that I use now, I store in my garage. So as soon as I have items to list on Poshmark, I put them in a bin, and then when I have time, I try to list, you know, like 3 or 4 a day, and then I put them away in those clear bins in the garage until they sell, and then it feels like it's not in my home anymore, and it doesn't feel like it's my clutter anymore. So that has helped me a lot. I will try to insert a picture of it somewhere while I'm talking, but definitely that has made a big difference for me as well, because as soon as I made the decision to get rid of the items, they have moved out of my home immediately, whether it's into my bins in my garage for Poshmark listings or into my car to make its way to the Goodwill. That helps a ton. And then you can feel the impact of removing those items from your home immediately, and it makes a really big difference. Plus, if I leave those bags too long in my hallway, my youngest daughter definitely likes to like start looking through stuff, and then she'll pull items out that I've chosen to declutter. And not her stuff, but like my items, like a lip gloss or something. She'll be like, Mom, I really want this lip gloss, even though she has like 30 lip glosses from me. So things like that, it can accidentally make its way back in if you don't get it out soon enough. So definitely recommend that. That's something that has been helpful for me. Whew, this is gonna be a long intro. And then the other thing that I really wanted to mention is just the feeling so far, how much of an impact I've felt now that I'm halfway to my goal. And I've mostly been working on the upstairs of my home for the declutter. The majority of the stuff that I've decluttered so far has come from my bedroom and bathroom. That is the majority of it. And then I pulled a few things from the linen closet, and then I had my kids remove some things from their rooms and stuff. But so far, the majority of it came from this room, which I was really surprised that I had that much to get rid of from in here. And I haven't even started going through my makeup yet. That might not even need to be counted towards this 1,000 items, because I still have a lot to do downstairs, and I would like to get a few things out of my garage as well. So I feel really good. I feel like there's certain areas that I can see the impact the most, like my desk was a big deal. I did a lot of decluttering in my desk and my closet. Those 2 areas I felt the most like weight off my shoulders. It used to be when I sat down at my desk, I just felt like chaos, because all my drawers were just full of random junk. Like I didn't even know what was in there. So I bought some dividers. I went to Target and bought some like little dividers for those drawers, and that made a big difference. So I could really organize things in there. And my closet, I showed you guys in that closet clear out, that was a big difference for me as well. There was just a lot of stuff in there that I threw in when we were moving because I didn't know where to put it, and it was just making it really unorganized in there. So those are the 2 areas I felt the most impact so far. I am going to give you guys another house tour at the end of this journey, because I really want you guys to see the whole thing when it's done. So anyway, I do have a lot of footage for you guys as well of the process of the declutter, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations on what you'd like to see as far as updates for this project, let me know. I really don't plan on doing another update until I get to the finale of the 1,000 items, but I am doing little updates here and there on my Snapchat. So if you want to see more, check me out on Snapchat. It's Lisa_V23. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching the footage of my declutter. Don't forget to check out Poshmark, and I will have that link down below. It's a great way to make some extra cash if you're doing this declutter as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye guys. All right, I wanted to show you guys, I have another pile. So last time I checked in with you guys, I had 202 products. I took a couple days off from decluttering because I had to get caught up on some work. I was really behind. So yeah, anyways, I last left off at 202. I'm gonna count this real quick and see where we're at. All right, so I just counted up all the individual items, and it looks like we have 17 things here. Some of this is going to the Goodwill. A few things are going to be passed along to friends and family, like this purse I got in PR, and I no longer use it, so I'm gonna pass that on to a friend. But yeah, most of this is going to the Goodwill, so yeah. All right, I thought I would show you guys before I put this all in the Goodwill stuff. I have 12 more items here to get rid of. I've slowed down a lot, you guys. I've hardly done any decluttering this week just because I have been really busy with other work. I've had a lot of videos that I've been working on. I have some other like side businesses that I'm doing right now that are kind of taking over. So anyways, this week has been a little slow, but here are 12 more items to be added to my declutter. Okay, I just finished filming a disappointing products video, which hopefully you guys will see before this video. And these are all the products I'm going to declutter. So I'm going to add these to my list because yeah, these count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more products. There were some more things I talked about in that video, but I'm not necessarily getting rid of. So 11 products that I'm getting rid of. Yay. All right, I got another stack of items here. There are 12 items in this stack. I was going through some of my drawers and getting rid of old like filing stuff. I got rid of a bunch of like documents, but I'm not going to include like paper and stuff because I just figured that was garbage. But yeah, 12 more items. All right, so really quick, I wanted to give you guys an update on this declutter. I almost completely stopped. I've been really busy trying to catch up on other things, and then we were out of town for the Memorial Day weekend, so I've hardly made any progress. I'm still, I think, under 300, I want to say. I have to tally up. I just like have been scratching notes every time I declutter. But anyways, I have a few things here that I want to get rid of, and I thought I would add to my number real quick. I think there's 7. Let me double check. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this pile of old construction paper I'm going to count as one thing, even though there's a lot here, just because, yeah, this is super old and I just need to toss it. So yeah, 7 more items. Okay guys, so I'm so excited. I just went into my kid's bathroom and I had this, I showed you this, hold on. I had this tub under their sink that was full of all kinds of junk. And honestly, this stuff I have been moving around from house to house, meaning to go through it for years. And I finally went through it, got rid of the stuff that we're getting rid of, pulled a pile of stuff out that we want to keep, that I'll organize. But all of this is going, and there are a lot of small items, but it's 149 items. So I feel really good about it. A lot of this is going in the garbage, like all these old lip glosses and nail polishes we've probably had for 15 years. Like they're so disgusting and old. So a lot of that's gonna go in the garbage. If there's any like jewelry and stuff that I feel like could be donated, I will donate it. But most of this is garbage and I feel so much better, 149. So yay, that made a huge dent in my number. The stuff here that I'm gonna be getting rid of, so I thought I would just real quick show you what I've got. Let me count them up first. Okay, so I just counted this pile. There's 25 things here, plus I am getting rid of this giant tote, which will make 26. I used to use this to hold my Poshmark stuff in, but I found a new system, which I'm currently transferring everything into the new system to make it a little bit easier. I might show you that at the beginning of this video, but 26, I'm almost to 500. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you, I've been working upstairs, getting rid of some more clutter, and there are 37 items here in this pile that I am getting rid of. So I'm getting super close to 500. I think I only need around 50 more. I have to tally it up again, but yep, 37 more on the way out. Quick, I wanted to show you guys how I do my Poshmark listings and photos and everything. These are some items that this item here and I'll show you a few others are some things that I had just recently decluttered. You guys would have seen them in that last declutter pile, and I now to list them I just take them out to my garage because it's the only place I have a blank wall with good lighting, and I use these lights, but you don't really need to. You can just open up your garage and have, you know, or natural lighting if you're doing it inside. But I just hang it up right here on this clear little hanger thing, whatever those are called, and that's it. And then I take my photos and I post them. So I have that top that I'm going to be posting, and then I keep the rest just in this box here. I just kind of throw things in the box until I have time to list them. Like this dress I have is still new with tags, so I'm going to try to list that today. I also do list my kids' clothes if they're in good condition. So I have like a few little outfits from Lexi when she was in ballet that she doesn't fit anymore. So even if she signs up for ballet again, she won't be able to use these. So I'm going to go ahead and list those because they're basically brand new. So yeah, these probably, I feel like these could sell for quite a bit because I know I spent a lot of money on these little dresses. So anyways, that's the kind of stuff that I post. I try to only do things that are in really good condition. Like these pants, she never got around to wearing because even though they were her size when we bought them, they were too tight, so she couldn't wear them. So that is how I kind of determine what I'm going to list. And if I find any like stains on the clothing or if they're too worn out, I'll just donate them if they're, you know, in good enough condition to still be worn, but things like this where she never really even wore it, I'll go ahead and list on my Poshmark. So anyway, I will have my Poshmark handle on here. It's at Lisa_V23 in case you want to check me out. And if you have a Poshmark account, feel free to leave your handle in the description box as well, so we can all support each other on the app. Okay guys, so I just collected 27 more items. These are the next 27 things that I am decluttering, and that takes me to a total of 501 items so far. So I am now halfway done with this declutter. So exciting.
Can I have more bacon?
Sure, just a second. So that's so exciting. Yeah, I am starting to feel a little bit different in my house. I feel like things are starting to get a little bit more organized, like certain areas of the house where I've spent more time decluttering. But I'm going to show you guys the house
because
and how...
Mommy is cleaning more.
Yes, I am. I'm going to show you the house and how it's coming along at the end of this. But yeah, I feel really good. I'm halfway there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. I have more updates coming hopefully pretty soon. We'll see how long it takes me to get through the next 500 items. But yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.